CMUEagles.com with women's and men's cross country coach Chris Sandefur on Friday afternoon. Coach, your teams competed a couple weeks ago in the Missouri Southern Stampede. Evaluate your team's performance.
Overall, as a men's and women's program whole, it was extremely strong. For us to be able to say that we have both teams finished third, and there was about 20 teams on each side there, so to finish in the top 3 out of those 20 teams is a pretty big accomplishment for us. And also compared to some of the other programs that were there too, is to have 2 teams, the top 3 men and women. That just shows how well our program is doing as a whole.
Who were some of the individual racers that performed well at that meet?
Well, we both our top runners on the men's and women's side. Cristobal Renteria from Monette, he went out and ran 25:30, and it was only 7 seconds out from winning the race out of 150 plus runners. To get second overall was a great thing. Then also he puts him at 3rd all time in school history, so that was the 3rd fastest AK ever run by men in school history. And then also on the women's side, Emily Neely from Versailles, she ran 18:15, and she also put herself in as the 3rd fastest woman all time. So she's up there with some good company, and Cristobal's up there with some good company, and it's exciting to see those 2 really perform.
Your teams had last weekend off, and they have this weekend off. What have you been doing practice-wise to help keep your team conditioning?
Well, the good thing about having these 2 weeks off is we can really focus on getting better these next 2 weeks. And so that's a great advantage that we have in not having to race as much. So right now they're going through some really tough weeks. I can tell you that some of the workouts they've been doing is harder than racing. So we're getting ourselves in position for that next championship phase, which we got some big meets coming up. The next 3 meets are huge. So we're ready for that conference meet and then overall the national meet.
Talk about your upcoming meet next weekend. Your meets, sorry.
The next weekend is actually the NAI National Preview Meet at Rimrock, which is where KU has their home course. But it's all the NAI teams coming from all over. We're expecting anywhere from 35 to 50 teams from California, teams from more of the East Coast and the South. And so we're expecting to see a lot of ranked teams. And so we'll know where we're at nationally. So we'll give some of those individuals a chance to see where they are nationally. And then also we have the Gary Stoner invite on the 12th. And that's going to be kind of our people not traveling to the NAI National Meet. They're going to be running at the Gary Stoner. So Gary Stoner is a great event on the golf course, and it gives those kids a chance to really shine out there.